We are going to be doing concept 3, number 2, which is sine to the 4th power x, and we're going to rewrite into two equations, different equations, sine squared x times sine squared x, or sine x times sine cube x. But according to our unit packet, the one that looks most familiar right now to us would be this one, sine squared u equals that. And imagine the u was x, so it's going to be 1 minus cosine 2x divided by 2. So we're going to be using this equation and using this one more preferably than this. We're going to drag it down here, let u equals x, so it becomes sine squared u times sine squared u. Now it looks much more familiar to this right here. We're going to plug this in to our sine squared u for both of them, and it's going to turn out like this: 1 minus cosine 2u divided by 2 times the same thing. Now we're going to plug in x for every u. So right here, now it becomes 1 minus cosine 2x divided by 2 multiplied by the same thing. Now we're going to let cosine 2x equals y. So it's going to be 1 minus y divided by 2 times the same thing. We do this so when we FOIL, we don't get messed up with all the trig functions and numbers that follow with it. So after we FOIL, it's going to be 1 minus y plus y squared divided by 4. Simplify it. It's going to be y squared minus 2y plus 1 divided by 4. Now we're going to plug in our cosine 2x for every y. So now this will turn to this. Cosine 2x squared minus 2 cosine 2x plus 1 divided by 4. This part squared, we're going to square the cosine, so it becomes cosine squared 2x minus 2 cosine 2x plus 1 divided by 4. At this part, we're going to let 2x equals z. So because we do that, it'll look very similar to this. Imagine the u was z, so it would be cosine squared z equals 1 plus cosine 2z divided by 2. So we're going to plug that in for that problem right here. Drag it down right here. So that becomes like that: 1 plus cosine 2z divided by 2 minus 2 cosine 2x plus 1 divided by 4. Over here, we're going to plug in our z value to be 2x, but remember 2 times 2x equals 4x. So it looks like this: 1 plus cosine 4x divided by 2 minus 2 cosine 2x plus 1 divided by 4. And then now we want to get everything up here, the numerator, with the same denominator, which is 2. So we're going to have to multiply this by 2 over 2 and 2 over 2. So now we're going to drag this down, keep it the same. 2 times cosine 2x times 2 is 4 cosine 2x divided by 2. And then 2 over 2 times 1 is 2 over 2 divided by 4. And then when we divide everything, when we divide every single fraction with 4, it's just the same thing as saying the denominator is being multiplied together. So 2 times 4 would be 8, 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 4 is 8. We could all put that under the same fraction, 8. So we're just practically combining all three fractions over 8. So it becomes 1 plus cosine 4x minus 4 times cosine 2x plus 2 over 8. And then now we're going to simplify it, so 2 plus 1 would be 3 right here, and then it's going to be cosine 4x minus 4 cosine 2x plus 3 over 8, and that's our answer.